49er versus Falcons pregame show here on the 49er underscore News 24 Central show. If you guys need to channel, subscribe, like the video, and let's break down this game. Start off with the key players for the Atlanta Falcons. Key player number one is Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson, a player who has been over 100 scrimmage yards every single game this NFL season. He has a favorable matchup with backup linebackers on the 49ers defense. No Fred Warner and no Nick Bosa on the D-line. This is a very favorable matchup for Bijan Robinson. He will most likely have a phenomenal game versus the 49ers. I see Bijan Robinson getting over 100 scrimmage yards again. I could see him getting over 120 scrimmage yards versus the 49ers. He is key player number one. Key player number two is Drake London. Drake London is Michael Penix Jr. favorite target to throw to. In zone coverage, Drake London absolutely dots up. So if the 49ers are out here playing a lot of zone, I expect a lot of Drake London to get wide open. Then the last player is on defense, Jesse Bates. Jesse Bates, if the Falcons want to stop Christian McCaffrey, Jesse Bates is going to have to be that guy who is inside the box most of the game and stopping the 49er run game in Christian McCaffrey. Talking about Christian McCaffrey is my first key player for the San Francisco 49ers. The run defense for the Falcons is allowing 114 rushing yards, which is middle of the pack right now at number 16 in the NFL. They are not as good as it looked on Monday Night Football versus the Buffalo Bills. They held James Cook in check, but other than that, those other games before the Bills game, this Falcons defense is not a good run defense. I think this is a very favorable matchup for Christian McCaffrey to really get going. My key player number two for the 49ers is George Kittle. George Kittle is returning from his hamstring injury. His first game back since week 1 of the NFL regular season versus the Seattle Seahawks, where he left the game in the second quarter. George Kittle is a big impact player coming back for the 49ers. He is going to help this team in the red zone, where they are struggling right now in the NFL. They are bottom 10 team in red zone efficiency. He is going to help Christian McCaffrey get his run game started with his great run blocking. George Kittle impacts this team in some very big ways. Lastly is Mykel Williams. Mykel Williams has been the most double team rookie in the NFL this year. Mykel Williams needs to get to Michael Penix. The whole D-line needs to get to Michael Penix in this game for the 49ers to have success. So Mykel Williams is my last key player for the 49ers. Let's get into the keys to win for the 49ers plus some extra notes. Key to win number one is keep the pocket clean. The Atlanta Falcons blitz the most in the NFL so far this season. Keep the pocket clean. Whoever is quarterback most likely is going to be Mac Jones. Keep him clean. Keep the pocket clean. Let Mac Jones have time to throw the football. That is key number one for the 49ers. Stop the run game. The Falcons have a two-headed monster in the run game, I would say. Bijan Robinson obviously is the main guy and the best guy in that room, but Tyler Algier, he is a change of pace running back for the Atlanta Falcons. He is able to rip off a good 20-plus run anytime in the game that the Falcons need him to. Don't expect him to do that versus the 49ers, but he is able to do that at any time for the Falcons. The last key to win is get pressure on Michael Penix Jr. If the Niners get pressure on Michael Penix Jr., this could be a very good day in the offense for the San Francisco 49er offense and defense. If Mac Jones is starting for the San Francisco 49ers, I would expect Mac Jones to have a great game for this Atlanta Falcons defense. Once again, he's going against a very favorable matchup in the quarterback room of the Falcons. The pass defense of the Falcons right now, they are allowing the least passing yards in the NFL right now in the first 5 games. They have allowed 139.4 passing yards, which is the best in the NFL. They did hold Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield to under 190 passing yards. Josh Allen only had 180 with 2 picks. Baker Mayfield only had 167. This is not a good room, though, in my opinion. This is not a good quarterback room. This offseason, I gave the Falcons an 8.2. I graded every single NFL team by talent, and the Falcons quarterback room got only an 8.2 this offseason. They have good potential in the room, but other than AJ Terrell, this room is not that good as it seems versus the Bills and the Buccaneers to start off the year. I expect Mac Jones to have a great game. I'm looking at 220 plus passing yards from Mac Jones. I could see him even having 255 plus passing yards in this game. So I am not a big fan of the Atlanta Falcons cornerback room at all. I think Michael Penix Jr. on the other side, I think Michael Penix Jr. is going to throw a pick in this game. If the Niners are able to get pressure from blitzing Michael Penix Jr., I could see Michael finishing with a very, very messy pocket, throwing an interception to DeAndre Lenore. I think the Niners get their first defensive pick of the NFL season. Other notes is the Falcons. Every Falcons game that they won this season, their opponent has had more flags in them. The Niners need to make sure they have a clean game, play a clean game with no flags and no turnovers. I could see Christian McCaffrey, like I said, he has a very favorable matchup. I could see Christian McCaffrey having around 65 plus rushing yards in this game. With Kittle back, the run game will be on its wheels and rolling. I see him having over 100 plus scrimmage yards in this game with 65 plus rushing yards in this game. The 49ers in the red zone, this could be a long shot, but I think George Kittle in his first game back gets in the red zone and has a very good game. I see George Kittle having 40 plus yards in this game plus a touchdown. Also a long shot in this game, but I could see Demarcus Robinson having a good game for the Falcons and getting 20 plus yards in this game. I think Demarcus Robinson will get one big chunk play for the Falcons to get him over 20 plus yards. This is a good game for the 49ers and the Falcons. Both teams struggles in the red zones. The 49ers are only one spot below the Atlanta Falcons in red zone efficiency. The Falcons are at 27 with only scoring 43.75% of the time in the red zone. So both teams struggles at scoring in the red zone. I see this game being a very tough battle versus both teams. I think it's going to be a close game. Give me the 49ers to win by 6 points in this game. And to wrap it up, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.